Hello world, we're live. It's me, the Jcrow. We're in Adobe Animate today. I'm going to be animating some more cursed Hatsune Miku. We were doing some cursed animation for Miku on her birthday, the 31st of August. And today, I'm going to continue doing so. I was going to say who we're opening up to, but I'll leave that for a surprise. Anyway, audio check as usual. One moment, please. Okay, it all seems good. Astral is in chat. Mikudayo. 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 You know, I got tagged on TikTok in a video about it was like a cry glitch Mikudayo. Yeah, you the video in TikTok. Like I just opened up TikTok to just you broke my Miku figure. And it just cuts Mikudayo. It's okay. You can have my pink Miku. Pink, what was it? Pinku Dayo? Terrible, but amazing. Yes, so I'm just gonna get the links and share to Discord and then we can jump straight back into it. How's everyone been? Have you enjoyed your weekend? Have you enjoyed your Monday? I know some people struggle to enjoy Mondays. Everyone has a Garfield moment with the Monday. And Astra Blaze, what did you draw on the way to work? Psych, I know you're free this week. What did you do for your first Monday not at work? I have got some sketches going as well, Craiglich, for a potential surprise. That's over in Photoshop. I'm still sharing Discord links at the moment. I'll be starting soon. Oh, someone reacted to the last stream with like happy birthday Mikus. Slay. Okay, I think that's all the links sent out. Mac, hi. Hiya. My glitch. Yeah, that was a real fragile Miku. Sad face. Dio. Pinkudayo, Mikudayo. Okay, are you ready for the reveal? Which one's the overlay? This one. Ta-da! It's Mikudayo. How are you doing, Mark? Doing good. This one actually has all the line art too. Look, eyes are horrifying. It's another jump scare, I think, because we've got it's like the first jump scare is the art style shift here. Uh, um, and then the eyes staring into your soul. As we remember correctly from the last stream, obviously Uzi's favorites, no sarcasm there at all. They're Mikudayo's #1 fan. And thank you for the likes on the live stream as well. So I think I've got everything together. I think I'm ready to go. I think I was gonna do a poll, but I can't remember. I can't remember what the poll's gonna be, but I know you can have this one. How do I even spell the other one? Who's the let's do a poll for the most cursed Miku. We've obviously got Mikudayo. Shite Yanyo is pretty cursed. If that even counts. How are we spelling Yababina? Because Yababina is a pretty strong candidate. I'm Googling. Cryglitch. Petition to rebrand your channel to Mikudayo. Imagine just April Fool's Day. You just have an entire Mikudayo takeover. Okay, I think this is how you spell it. We'll go with this. We'll go with this. Squeaky clean, the one behind me, that's Shite Yanyo. Go, I've got a little poll for you to pick your most cursed Mikus. Oops. Oh, you're not a cursed Miku. You are. That is not the right shade. Mikudayo. That's not the right shade either. It's my RGB CMYK is really off today. Yeah, that looks more like the figure with like a slight. It's brighter. There you go. Has anyone ever made a Miku Sona? Like, so many Mikus exist. I saw a trend once where it was something like everyone should have their own personal Miku, and everyone was making their own themed Hatsune Miku because of it. Has anyone ever made one of them? Kind of like a spider Sona, but obviously Hatsune Miku. And then similarly, has anyone actually made a spider Sona? Spider Sona meaning people heard the phrase of anyone can wear the mask and was like, that means me too. And rightly so. And everyone started making on TikTok like a trend of Spider-Man OCs. But it's not Spider-Man OC, it's like you as Spider-Man. So it's a Spider-Man OC, but self-insert that word. Got there in the end. Squeaky clean. I've already read that one, the one behind me. Indeed, squeaky. Oops. I went to a duck pond today. I do have a picture that I might post later. The duck pond. I got ice cream as well at the duck pond. The ice cream was not duck pond flavor. Imagine being like, here's your ice cream, it's pond flavor. Enjoy. It was blueberry ice cream. Blueberry and lemon. A squeaky clean had candy floss and bubblegum. I had the fruity one. Wow, the eyes are terrifying. She's just staring at me. Astra Blaze, I've made a spider Sona, not a Miku Sona though. And Cryglitch, you reminded me that I have to make a Sona. You should make a Sona then. It's like you don't have to make a Sona, but then again, if you've got a project that needs one, then maybe you do have to make a Sona. What's your Sona going to be? Is it going to be human? Is it going to be non-human? Is it going to be Hatsune Miku themed? Is Cryglitch making a Miku Sona? Are you going to be using it for content creation or is it just for fun? Like to draw? Cryglitch, anyways, what was that question of the picnic between my two silly boys about suspicious? No, I was asking for no reason in particular. No reason at all. Ever would I ask, I'm totally not going to do a little drawing of two silly little guys on a picnic. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I draw a cute little picnic with two cute little guys? That doesn't sound like me. But yeah, it was like, would these characters have normal food? Because if you're in the Discord server, you'll have seen them as well. But Cryglitch has some OCs that are like animal hybrids. And I was like, are they human enough that, you know, a sandwich would make sense here or a soda can? Or I would say, would they just be literally stood there with a handful of mice? Because one's gonna be a cuter visual than the other. like a tube of Pringles and a drink. Oh, a little picnic. But zooming in and seeing it's just like a fistful of live mice, a little bit less vibe, but okay. Circle of life. Cryglitch. Amiku Sona is my next thing, but it's going to be a ghost like Phantas. Oh, okay, that's cool. Mac, you have a Miku Sona. Did you draw it in that really cool, like, rave style that you've been doing? With all the neons and the bright colors, because It's really cool. Did you ever finish Furry Neru? Is also another question for you, Matt. Did you ever finish all that rendering? Okay, we need this stuff's going to be overshadowed by the enormous head. Enormous head. Oh, I've started making plans for the large animation I plan to do in October for Inktober. So I've got a plan. Everyone listen up if you've got an OC and you would like an OC to be animated. I've got more progress and more information for you all. So I will still be doing the project. We've been Squeaky and I've been discussing what to do for it, but it will be going forward. I'm making an idea now for the final reveal for what the dance or the animation itself will be. I will need OC references in a Halloween costume. So, for example, if I was entering with Colby, I wouldn't give just Colby, I'd give a drawing of Colby dressed like something for Halloween. The things your somethings need to be dressed as is up to you. So, like, you can choose the character's costume and make sure they're wearing something that makes sense for your OC. But I will need an OC, I'll need its Halloween costume, and I'm not quite sure how to submit characters for it yet, but there will be 31 slots because it's going to be an Inktober thing for me. Or so obviously, I think there's 31 days in October, isn't there? Or am I just wrong? So, two concepts. One is potentially doing two concepts at the minute, but it is totally up. It might change. It's totally subject to change. But to give you an idea, one idea Squeaky came up with was to animate them doing, I think it's the time warp, and then have everybody doing that as like a big dance room, like a party, Halloween party. Another idea is like trick-or-treating. So if I was to animate, say, Grandnini opening the front door to give candy to trick-or-treaters, and from there it'd trigger a bigger animation of cycling through all the trick-or-treaters in question being you guys as characters. So I'm just gonna have that as a lighter colour actually. Craiglutch, Jcrow, you're beginning to sound like just some and it is Rave Miku. Right, Glitch, if the picnic is realistic, Zen would eat Noah. No! Just a little guy. Mark, nope, never finished Naru. Sadly, Ryan isn't joining in the Inktober. Is it because they have to have a Halloween costume and Ryan won't dress up? Ryan can join if you want it to join, but if you don't want them to join, then like don't submit him. Essentially. But yes, that's it currently. I am still looking into doing it and hosting one. But it's torn between making it something a bit more original, like opening the door and the costumes are there, or following a dance like doing a time warp. Ah, Mikudayo. You're not looking any more better even now I've put colours on. The colours aren't improving. The colours are just elevating the susness. Not the susness, just she's still gonna get you. If you're in a store and you're looking for a member of staff to ask for help, and the only member of staff there is Mikudayo, do you still ask? Or are you gonna be like, you know what, I'm good? Do you ask Mikudayo for help? Would you trust Mikudayo to help you properly? Is this a face you can trust? Astro Blaze, I already know who I'm going to submit. Valid, valid. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm trying not to sneeze. Mikudayo is winning most cursed over Shiteyanyo, and that's wild to me. We've got 4 votes on that so far. Do you guys know Shiteyanyo? Am I introducing some of you to what that monstrosity is? Because it really do be a thing that exists on the internet. It's nothing inappropriate, just to clarify. It is a Miku. It's just a very cursed variant. I'm gonna try and do the wibble wobble to make these look shiny. So I'm doing like the wibble wobble highlight, if you, for lack of a better term. It also makes the fabric look more creased, and she is quite creased. It's awful! My glitch, let Mikudayo enter your soul. No! No, let's not. Look at how the shine and highlight is in the center of her mouth. Like the edges are specifically darker and they put the highlight like floating in the middle. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. Oops. Like it's like it's just more face. Oh, you can get some shiny on the Mikudayo. There is more cursed Mikus we can do after this. There is Domino's Pizza Miku, if anyone wants to see that next. I know we still have the little egg Miku too. Try glitch wibble wobble, like the deleted Yokai Watch mobile game. There was a mobile game called Wibble Wobble. I'm offended they deleted Wibble Wobble. That's two game names. Oh, she looks very shiny. I like the shape, but I don't like the color. It's too bright. So I'm gonna keep the shape, but probably lighten up the color a bit. Sneaky upside down heart there, even though it is a Mikudayo, she deserves little hearts. What would you do if you were a pop idol and you saw a Mikudayo equivalent of yourself? Actually, I'm gonna try this shade of green, but like see what happens if I make it paler. No. No. This shade? Sorry, sneezed again. Why does this one look particularly flat to me? Like she's been rolled over with a rolling pin. Who rolling pinned my Mikudayo? Cryglitch, why did you run Mikudayo over with a rolling pin? Why did you do that? For context, those of you that don't know Shiteyanyo, it is a Miku where she is just the head and the hair, but the hair are legs. Okay, Dio's done, I think. Unless we want to add some more sparkly details to Dio's hair, Dio is pretty solid. The other Mikus get shinies, so we can give her shinies. But yeah, I didn't know what to stream today because a lot of my animations are at a boring point for viewers. Like, I'm fine doing them. I don't mind any part of animation I typically enjoy. Um, but there is content that is more boring for viewers, right? Ooh, now she's kind of looking like a puddle. I like puddle Miku. Dio can have the puddle look. um, but yeah, they're all at bits where it's like, I don't know whether I should bother streaming that portion because I don't know, I don't want people to just be bored. For example, the animation of Colby with a mace, I'm still animating the chain on that, and it's just animating chain link. Like, that sounds boring for viewers. And then there's other stuff too. I can't remember at the moment. I think I've got some more water to animate on an animation with Jack. I've got backgrounds to sketch and plan for other stuff. I've got some After Effects work to do on another video. And it's like this is all parts of the project where I'm just not sure people would want to tune in for that. Do you really want to see me doing literal coding in After Effects? Because sure, After Effects has standard features and stuff that you can use, but there are some areas where you can mess around in the code to get different effects, and that's what I'm currently at. You want to see coding and me programming shapes to move in After Effects? Because that doesn't sound entertaining, you know? Meanwhile, I could be like doing this, and I could be making you all look at this face. Or is that arguably worse? Matt, do I draw? I forgot. Hold on, forgot how to draw. Oh no. Uzi, hola, me and Carl now. Hi, Uzi, you're back for Mikudayo. Look, your favorite, Uzi. And Krylich, it's now called Puni Puni, but it's only in Japan. Can get it easily though. And why did I what? I don't understand, sorry. I was kidding, Gary Glitch, don't worry. Mac, Mikudayo's eyes look like that one gacha eye. I don't know. I don't know. They're just a simplistic version of the Mikudayo eyes. So maybe the gacha has Mikudayo eyes. Maybe. Should we do the egg next? That's pretty cursed. It is cute though. You can imagine how it moves. Speaking of gacha, this is a gacha. It was like Vocaloid gachas, and for some reason they were like, should we just make little eggs? It's like, I guess. I know this one was one of Dear Rain's requests. That was cute though. Um, how do you forget to draw though? How did you forget to draw? What do you mean by that? Like I understand, I know sometimes I'll sit down to draw and just is it like you're having one of them days where no matter how much you draw or sketch your thing, it just doesn't look how you want it to look? Right, I'm just checking the line art style. Just checking the brush settings basically. Okay, I'm gonna grab that color blue for the hair. But all of this seems to be like the printed elements. I don't know, it's kind of odd. Egg. I do like all the obscure Mikus that ended up requested into this. By the way, if you do have any more Miku requests, there is still space in the animation to add a few more. The project will have an end. It's just at the moment I'm animating a bit where she's kind of jumping in the air. Mac, no, I genuinely forgot how to draw. Oh no. Um, well, if you're gonna learn how to draw again, I recommend not buying those how to draw anime books. Don't go there, don't start there. I know what you're thinking. Wow, that's such a pretty cartoon. I wish I could draw anime like this. It's not gonna work. Don't do it. Don't do it. Sometimes I genuinely have moments though, like in all seriousness, sometimes like I use keyboard shortcuts all the time, but part of it is I also touch type. So I will just use the keyboard shortcuts without looking at the thing. It's almost muscle memory. Well, it technically is to an extent, right? Meaning that sometimes when I'm drawing, if I'm thinking too much, I can completely forget the keyboard shortcuts, and that can be a problem. Hi, Luca. Huh. I should probably move the reference down so we don't have to skeet all the way over there to get it. So, yeah. Forgetting how to draw, I understand it's not literal. I am joking about not starting with the how to draw mangas. Mac, I despise anime art style. Oh, you don't use. Is it because you had a bad experience with the how to draw anime art books? Hi, Squeaky.
Probably a crane fly.
Pebble the crane fly. Yeah. You know, I was with Pebble in the corridor earlier, outside where Squeaky was streaming. We'd formed um this was me, mad at the crane fly, and I was like holding up Pebble with both hands like this. Pebble up here. You know, where you just like kind of hold up your cat and go get the crane fly that's like flying around the room. That was me. That was me and Pebble earlier. We were like this. And I was walking around like this trying to get him to catch the crane fly, and he just kept missing. And at one point I just uttered, "You're bad at your job." But I uttered it outside the stream room where Squeaky was streaming, and I'm like, "Oh no, what if he heard and he thinks I'm just being mean to him?" And I got sad.
I did not hear you say this.
He didn't hear it.
I did not hear this, no.
I was sad. I was like, what if he's sat in there thinking that I'm just like job at the door? That'd be really mean. That'd be like 10,000 means. But no, it was Pebble. I was saying it's Pebble because he's a cat. He needs to learn to catch claying flies. So that, you know why he needs to learn how to catch crane flies? So that I don't have to catch them. I don't wanna grab them. They're gonna wiggle everywhere. I don't want them to wiggle. Uzi, let's hope I don't get car sick. By the way, please no cussing because my mom's in the car and dad are in the car with me. Okie dokie. I'll limit vocab to words like poopy, stinky. Wait, are you going anywhere fun at least? And Mac, no, it just looks ugly. Yeah, they can. So the Miku egg is using dark blue line art on the print. So I'm thinking if we use the dark blue to match the printing, that'll look pretty good, maybe. Well, not look good, like, what I mean is it'll look like the product, you know? I'm worried the line art's too thick, but I think it only looks that thick because we're dealing with such a small Miku. Like, it's the right size line art, but it's fooling me. Oh, wait, no, that one definitely is too big. There you go. Uzi, the papercraft Miku looks so cute, to be honest. Thank you. I do like how she turned out, but she is small. Pebble, Pebble, do you want to tell him how you didn't catch the crane fly? You know, he just started chilling while I was holding him up. He just started vibing. He was like, yes, I like being tall. It's like, Pebble, I'm not holding you up to chill. I'm holding you up to catch the bug so I don't have to. Oh, he's using the new cat tree. That's the thing. We made them a cat tree yesterday, me and Squeaky. We got some green yarn. We wrapped. So we're trying to make inclusive stuff for the cats in the home, in the environment that is it blends in with the decor as well. So not to hide the fact we have a cat, but to include the cat in the home. Um, s- so I have this stand that if I was to try and roughly draw it 3D, it looks nicer than this, but it has 4 columns like this, and then it has little shelves in it like that, and it's made of wood, and all these little spaces are hollow, right? So we got some thread, some like rope stuff, and just kind of wrapped up the side of it to make a big scratching post. I love it. Mac, I don't know if I should pull up with the Miku bag to my school. Absolutely. It's up to you, but I would. Even when I was going to school, I would. I think I did. I brought a Miku bag to work. I think I've mentioned that one on story on stream before, but my job was like, you need to have a plain black bag with no details or blah blah blah. And basically I ended up going to the local anime shop and I was looking around like, look, my job's making me spend money. But I'd only just turned I'm not even sure if I was 16. But I think I just turned 16, possibly turning 16 and not even like that old yet. Um, and they're like, you need to buy a whole new bag to work here. And I'm like, I'm not spending money on a bag that I'm only going to use to work because I have a very limited amount of income. And she was like, I hear you. What are the requirements? And I'm like, well, small, needs to hold my phone and my wallet. Uh, Yeah, that requirement. And it needs to be plain black, mostly plain, but I want it to be again something I would like to use. And then she came out with a subtle Hatsune Miku bag. It was great. Mac Uzi, yes, the Miku bag must be a sleigh. Do I need to make a poll for oh my gosh, Mikudayo is winning for most. Are you ready for this? You're getting a new poll in chat. It's should Mac bring Miku bag to school? Yes. No, I'm a hater as usual, and obviously bonus. Okay, I I mm, I may have I've forgotten Eon absolutely. I'm so good at mixing up the typing. Okay, there's a poll up. Should Mac bring the Miku bag? It's really cool. Have you got anything to go in it? Because I know it's an Ita bag. They have the Miku Ita bag. I'm on the wrong layer. Which layer? Oh, now I'm on the wrong frame. Miku. I'm trying to get her cheeks drawn. Little pink cheeks. Cry glitch, I'm back. Mark, my mum wouldn't allow it, I think. What? Aw. Is it she won't let you because it stands out too much, or is it it'll get damaged sort of thing? My mom used to do that a lot where it's like, you're not allowed to wear that outfit. You have to save it for when we go somewhere nice. But then she'd never go anywhere nice enough for me to use it, and that sucked. It's one of the reasons I dress up so much now. Because I can my logic ended up being if I've bought clothes I like, I'm wearing it. Because she has entire wardrobes of stuff she never wears, and so do my siblings. Literally because she has this attitude of, oh, you have to go somewhere nice enough to wear it. And it's like, but then you never wear it because nowhere's ever nice enough. It's not even like it's fancy stuff. She'll do it with anything. She kind of has a problem with that one. That's on like a special level of, no, you have to wait. It can be valid to say, no, these are your nice shoes, you wear them to dinner, you don't wear them in the garden. Like, there are valid uses for that, but my mum specifically was just a bit overboard with that sort of thing. Mark, it'd stand out too much. What if, uh, what if you put, like, pins in to do the opposite of stand out that are like, I love math? What's like a normal casual badge? Like, what's the average score bag? Fill it with pins on the Itterbag section, but make the pins common brands that you see for bags, like Nike, Doc Martin, all the bag brands. I'm trying so hard to think of some. I have Loungefly, but Loungefly are definitely not going to be a common bag for school because though they're cute, they're tiny. They don't hold enough at all. I can't just flip it because the egg isn't big enough. And I'm sorry, I was thinking, I'm like, how can I can merge it and then it's just like at an angle. Squeaky clean. A little Harry Potter knockoff. That's not a bag. I'm like, I love it, but people think I'm a weirdo. No, you just have a personality. Everybody is a weirdo. Everyone is a weirdo, everyone. Everyone. It's just whether people are scared enough to hide their personalities or not. Everyone can easily be considered a weirdo. Okay? Everyone has hobbies and interests and fans and like things they're interested in. It's just whether they're brave enough to actually express their personality or not. The mean girl chavs at your school could be like the biggest Hatsune Miku fans in the world, but they'd never say. I don't know if anyone's ever watched Turning Red, but in Turning Red, there's a scene where the girls go to the concert, and whilst they're at the concert, they realize that the boy that's been bullying them is also attending it, and it's like, oh my god, you're a fan? Um, so yeah, people do all have these fans and this stuff. It's just it's expressing it. But unfortunately, I do still also understand with the concept of not wanting to make yourself a target. And if you're like, I like this bag, but I'm just not going to bring it to school because people are mean. And it's like, well, true, people are mean, and it's up to you ultimately. But I'm always going to encourage the individuality. How's the polls doing? Everyone's voting for yes. I bet the other part, the 80%, is Mikudayo. It is! Mikudayo! Cry glitch. Shoot, my FNAF drawing. I keep forgetting it. Rah. Did you forget the FNAF drawing, or did you forget how to draw? Because Cryglitch has that not Cryglitch, Mac has that problem a little bit at the moment. Mac, you know what? Screw them kids, I can go cry. They can go cry. Uzi, uh, whoop. And a Slimer, yeah, I can't hear, but I'm here. Hi, Random Slimer. Random Slimer! So in the Discord, so the Discord I keep mentioning is an art server. It's linked below. Um, Random Slimer. Oh wait, I was going to talk about your achievement, but I don't know if you want me to talk about your achievement. You can talk about your achievement if you want to talk about your achievement, but I was going to talk about your achievement. They posted about it in, I think, general. But congratulations, congratulations. Sorry, I was just excited. Um, what's this arm overlapping? So I know this Miku isn't posed this way. In the model, it's all on a painted slot-shaped body, but I'm also posing it to fit the action of the dance she's doing. Okay, so a lot of the print in her body is in this shade of ink. Oh, Random Slimer can't hear anything but they hear. Oh yeah, Random Slimer can't even hear. They did a really, really cool good thing. There you go. Mac, I'm not bringing it because it doesn't fit my sketchbook. Really? How big is your sketchbook? Those Zitzer bags are huge. Those Zitzer bags are massive and it's not fitting your sketchbook. Now I kind of want to see how big, like, the drawings are on said sketchbook. What's the back of the shell doing? It's kind of round, isn't it? Yeah, Uzi, are you going anywhere fun? Oh, Pebble's doing a climb. He's climbing up. He's scaling up the cat scratcher thing we made. He likes to climb it now. You know, earlier I was teaching them because we got things to make the sofa taller too. Literally, it's like shoes for your sofa. The little stilts, but it makes the sofa higher because we've got too many elder relatives and disabled relatives that get stuck on the sofa because it's too low. So it's like, okay, well, I still would like to see you. So we have little stilettos essentially for our sofa. And I was showing the cats that they can crawl and fit under it, but they just weren't having any of it. And they were just staring at me. So I got a bag of treats, lay on the floor, and spent like half an hour just throwing treats under the sofa for the cats to chase after. Pebble got really fast at it. Chow! Lightning McQueen level fast. Running for them. He was so pleased. Regeki wouldn't believe me that he fit under there, and he just kept giving me a look. And when he finally went under the sofa to get the treat, he was so amazed that he fit. He was so confused. He was like, "Whoa, I'm under the sofa." It's like, "Yes, yes, you are, Rigeki. Told you. I told you. You won't believe me. I told you." Mac, it's an A4 paper sketchbook. Oh, I thought the Itza bag was bigger then. I thought the oh, this is the wrong shade of blue. So I need it to be this shade, but if we make the shadow more of that turquoisey color. Uzi, I have seen it and I loved it. Also, isn't also like a lesson about blood. Well, um, we at the new house, boys. Matt Grigecki impressed that he isn't a big. Pretty much, yeah. He was just like, just wow. He was so happy about it. To be honest, fair, same. The colours on this Miku figure are also like a little off, aren't they? They're all a bit grayed, but it makes sense that the colours would all be a little bit off because it is a gacha. So the figure in theory should be a little bit off because of printing. The way her hair is on top of the thing though, the shell, the eggshell, is a bit odd to me. I don't like how the hair's just printed on top. Like having Luca's headphones printed, the Kagamine twins and the bow, their headphones and hair and bows printed. That makes sense because they're accessories. Miku's hair being printed as an object implies that her hair is also an accessory, which then reminds me of that video where I think she's yelling at Teto, like, "Have you seen my hair?" Uzi, rough back, hiss wolf. You howl. Rigeki when he didn't think he would fit. Also, yeah. So I went to the duck pond today. It was an impromptu duck pond chat quest because it's just really warm today. And so at first I was like, I want to sit outside. Sat outside. So we cooked food and the kitchen just got way too hot and I was like, I'm not sitting in here and eating, I'm going outside. And then it progressed into I want to go for a walk because again it's too warm, I just don't want to sit indoors. And then as we were going for the little walk, we decided to go duck pond. And there is a new cluster of seagulls at the duck pond. They were all so healthy. Every duck at that pond, well, all the water birds, just any of them, they're all really healthy. Great feather color, great skin color on like their legs and stuff. It's very nice to see, like just a healthy environment. There's this one duck, the goose even, that's really agreeable. So he's learned this goose. I think it's a Canadian goose, and it's learned that if it nods at people, so if it literally nods its head up and down at you and makes eye contact, it's learned that if it people will feed it if it does that. And it just came up to us and started nodding its head, being like, "Frozen peas, seeds, yes," because that's what we were feeding them. It just started nodding really agreeably. I was like, yeah, yeah, food, okay, okay, food, and I'd feed it. And then I was like, this bird has taught itself that it's learnt that this gets it fed. I'm going to encourage it, and each time it wiggles its head, I'm going to feed it. And when it doesn't wiggle its head, I'm not going to feed it. And it kept doing it. It continued. It was like, wait, you're not feeding me anymore. Starts nodding its head. Agree, agree. Yes, I agree. I agree with meals. And it's like, ah, yeah, you're wiggling. Okay, time for food. It was great. Especially considering Canadian geese tend to have more of a reputation of being aggressive because usually they're a little bit more hostile. So having one just be like nodding its head, like, yes, give me food, please. It was a very cute change. Oh, the mouth needs to be smaller. Mac, makes sense because no sane person would grow that much hair. I mean, I almost did. I used to have hair long enough to sit on. It grows very thick as well, my hair. Very thick and wavy. Can I just shrink the mouth by doing that? I mean, now it has a little bit more of a point to it, though. The biggest problem with hair that length is drying it. But I used to style it in all sorts of different ways. So like I have a whole collection of hair bows, hair accessories, clips, and just pieces of jewelry that I can twist into the hair or thread into the hair or clip into the hair. One of my favorite things to do was braid it. Oh, this Miku does have sleeves. But I'd make big braids and then I would fill the braids up with jewelry and shiny things, and it'd be really pretty. I'm just going to change the color of the liner on her hands because I didn't realize this one did have sleeves. Which is actually a good thing because the line art for the hands was in the wrong size anyway. Uzi, wait, what? A cry glitch, love you all. And how do parrots mimic what they hear? Like, did you ever stop to think about it? That's so weird. So Uzi, yeah, I fell down a tall ladder last night. It was fun. That doesn't sound fun. That sounds painful. Are you okay? Uzi, same way dog learned how to meow, I guess. And Uzi, what? Uzi, are you perplexed that a dog learnt to meow, or are you perplexed about parrots learning to talk? For parrots, it's to do with vocal cords and intelligence as to whether something can learn to speak. I know that much. It's to do with how their vocal cords are structured, their intelligence, and I guess memory will come into play. But if something's evolved to have a complicated enough vocal structure to mimic sounds, they probably also have a memory good enough to remember the words. Kind of like how can train a dog to speak using them buttons. I want to shade the hair on the face a bit more, but it needs to have that flat look because it's printed, so it's a little bit frustrating. I'm just fixing that. Yay. And Uzi, like my has a, a period or a parrot? Random Slimer, yes, my dog used to meow. It also thought it was my cat's mom. They are a dude, but they carried the cat everywhere. And Cry Glitch, learning birds with Jcrow. There is can't remember his name at the moment. Bruno! That was it, Bruno. I think Bruno is a parrot. I think, well, he is a parrot, but I think I can't remember if they live in Mexico or the family is, but I'm just like, this is all old memory. The parrot can speak Spanish and it can also speak a little English, but it speaks in fluent sentences. We're not talking, um, Bruno want a cracker. Um, we're talking like full complex sentences, and it's really funny because it'll go around the house and just pester them. They are on TikTok. Mikudayo. I'm looking for more cursed Mikus. We've got one holding an automaton. Automaton Miku, that one's pretty cursed. Um, but it makes full. I know one thing that Bruno does is he seems to get it in his head that you're trapped every time you're in the bathroom, and he thinks he's rescuing you. So one of the things he would do is go in the bathroom and like harass you to try and rescue you. But he speaks in full sentences, and the owner of the bird will translate them on the TikTok. So you can hear the full sentences. The bird even mocks them sometimes. So it can make jokes. That's the bit where it like teeters over into like Huh, that's weird. When they understand a sense of humor and they're an animal, that's a little bit like human of them, I think. Cry Glitch, do you still take requests for the Mikus? I do. If you have more Mikus, we can add more Mikus. There's still space. The full animation is. I haven't had a look in a while. It's coming together pretty well now they're getting some more color into these. But we're in the middle now of the little jumping kick at the end. So there is still lots of room for more of her. Cry Glitch and Bruno we trust. Uzi, oh yeah, last night I fell down a tall ladder into my pool and I was bleeding. It was fun. Random Slimer, remember I can't hear anything at all. Well, we can hear you, Random Slimer. Hang on, I'm just typing. Oh no, it changed Slimer to Slider. Now they sound kind of like a DJ. There we go. And Craiglet, can you draw Brawl Stars Miku? Or do you only draw official Mikus? Um, the definition of official is loose. Like if Brawl Stars is an official collab, then that is an official Miku. Also, everyone seems pretty keen on you bringing the Miku back to school there, Matt. What is Brawl Miku? What is it from? Did you specify Brawl Stars? Hatsune Miku. So there's a lot in here that are like from game collaborations, like the Fall Guys one. So if it's someone's OC that's a Brawl Stars Miku, then it's someone's OC, so I can't use that. But if she's official, as in like actually from a collab and has a design. Oh, Miku. McDonald's Miku, that's pretty cursed. There we go. With her ketchup coloured hair. Oh, cringe. Imagine getting ketchup in your hair. Cringe. Uzi, oh my god, she talked in chat. I can't speak in chat. I have my phone is literally how I read chat, so you're all sat on the desk right next to the computer. My POV is laptop screen and phone screen here with chat. And then the microphone is like up here. But the microphone's on a thing that clips it to the wall. So the microphone's just kind of floating. But the microphone currently is like here and attached to the wall. But yeah, this would be the POV. And then here's your favorite Mikudayo looking at you. And then this is you guys. Look, your name. It's your guys. Correct. I remember my Brawl Stars Miku that wasn't anyone's OC, it was actually a Brawl Stars Miku style. If you can find it and drop it in the references channel on Discord, or I can take a look later. But yeah, if she's an actual character from like campaign they did or an ad thing they did, then yeah, I can add her in. Oozy McDonald's Miku. McMiku. She's ketchup colored. And I don't know how I feel about it. I know how I feel about it. I feel mildly uncomfortable about it. But then again, she's miles cuter than Ronald McDonald. I like that she isn't just McDonald the clown. Like they could have gone and just made her dressed like the clown, but instead it's like a traditional outfit, but give it a little razzle dazzle. But yes. And if anyone else has any other Miku requests they'd like me to put in, Just leave a comment and I can add them to the file. Oh, Cryglitch. Okay, I'll try and search and send it on Discord. Thank you. The shading color's too saturated. Why is it so desaturated? This Miku in general is just kind of gray despite the color palette. How did she manage that? Mikiku! Not Mikiku! Mikiku would definitely, if you asked them to swap your toy, she would do her darndest to make sure you get the toy you wanted. She wouldn't give you any funny looks and be like, "Oh, why do you want a specific toy? It's just McDonald's." She'd be like, got you." Ugh, cringe. I don't like how the bottom of the hair's looking. Whoa. Yeah, that looks better. Does anyone ever get a McDonald's toy that they would deem their favorite? Did anyone, are McDonald's toys even good anymore? Because most of them just tend to suck. In the UK, they definitely tend to just suck now. And I'm not even saying like, "Oh, nostalgia." I mean like terrible, like cardboard. We literally get cardboard. I don't know if it's universal, but in a eco-friendly attempt at things in the UK, they started like at one point they gave us cardboard cutouts as a toy. And it's like, here's the thing. I understand looking after the environment, but you're not looking after the environment if you're just producing more landfill fodder. If you're designing something that people are gonna just throw in the bin with their meal, and then you're better off just not providing a toy that season. You can't call it environmentally friendly because you made it out of paper and then distribute it because you've technically got a toy in the meal. Um, that's not how that works. But if you're just gonna trash it and you know that the people are just gonna trash it because it is cardboard, and again, it's in the Happy Meals, and some kids, especially younger kids, are quite messy, so cardboard. And then there's also the problem of, again, it's inside a little box with other food products, so it's gonna get condensation from the food, and then that might ruin it. So, ugh. But they're like, sometimes they work. For example, they swapped out the plastic bag the toy comes in with a cardboard box, and that works. That's fine. But giving out paper cutouts as a toy is just it's just going straight in the landfill. Come on. Uzi, yay, I see a mushroom in my wall. He's no named Jeffrey. Nisty, good night, guys. Night night, Nisty. Also, hello, Nisty. Hello and goodbye. Matt, I'm back. Hatsune Teto? Unfortunately, no. A Teto would be cute though. Why is she looking? Oh, not the mustard face. I think. I think. I'm not. I think she almost looks better with the whiter face. Why is it? Oh no, it's because she's giving clown. That's why. So it works better because she's giving clown. Sorry, guys. It's not meant to be giving clown if you're scared of clowns. The reason it looks more in theme is because it's got like the clown look, so it's giving closer to that original circus theme McDonald's had going on. I remember being stuck in a McDonald's once actually when a really big storm came across. I want to say potentially a hurricane, potentially, but I was a child, so it could have just been a really, really bad storm. I wouldn't have actually known what's going on the weather. But I remember I was with my cousin and I was like 6. I was like 6 years old, and we were in a McDonald's, and for some reason, my parents, so smartly, were like, I know what to do despite the weather warnings. You, to my father and my brother, go to the store and buy some groceries, and me, to me and my cousin, and the mother, will go to McDonald's and chill. And we ended up stuck in the McDonald's. It was flooding and everything. I remember a pipeline outside exploded from all the water, and then there was this huge fountain. It was cool for me and my cousin as a memory because children sometimes have that thing during when they're not in immediate danger, that or not being able to fully understand the danger they're actually in. So BRB on Uzi and Cry Glitch. See you guys soon. Thank you. And bye bye. Children sometimes have that moment where they don't realize they're in danger, and then it just like disasters can be fascinating or fun or exciting because they don't really realize that it could go bad. And I think that's what me and my cousin were experiencing. But I remember a pipeline blew out outside from all the water and started making a big fountain. We were all sat, so the power had cut across the area that was affected. So across the country we had blackouts, but it was during the day, so it was fine. It was okay for us because the McDonald's we were in had glass windows. It had walls that were just glass. Glass windows was such a stupid line. Sorry. We had walls that were just glass. And so we had plenty of light coming in, but the power cut out. We were all sat on the tables to get out of the water. Ceiling panels then started falling down and just falling, and you could just see wires and stuff above it that had just given out and collapsed under all the water weight on the roof that wasn't meant to be there. And we were still there, like, wow. Meanwhile, the adults of the situation went to the front and was like, hey, have you actually turned the power off? I remember, I think my mum was one of them. They went to the front to the person, one of the employees, and was like, "Hey, have you turned the power off properly?" And they were like, "Well, there's a blackout. The power will turn back on whenever." And it's like, yeah, that's the problem. Because if the power just turns on, those are live wires, and we're all stood knee ankle deep in water. And then they were like, "Oh," and then rushed outside to try and turn it off at the breaker to make sure if it did just come back on, it wouldn't be as dangerous. We weren't stood in water because me and my cousin were like, wow, you know what we could do? Break the rules and sit on the table, and no one will even be mad because it's water. So we sat on the table. And I think that is another example of why just kids in disaster situations tend to be like, oh my gosh. I mean, obviously some will get scared. I think me and my cousin had the Jack and Colby response of, oh, we can sit on the table. Oh my gosh. We have no desire otherwise to sit on a table at all. Never even occurred to us before that moment, but we were like, hmm, water everywhere. Less so on the table. So I know I'm going over the lines here a little bit with the coloring, but I've got the line art saved separately, so it will just fix it like so. See? And in the areas where it's gone too dark and it's just the wrong color entirely, that is also not a problem because I can recolor that later. I did it on purpose. So I do need to fill in her sleeves. I'm gonna go, instead of a true white, I'm gonna go with like an off-white gray reddish color so it blends in a bit with the colors we've already got. Her shoes are also red apparently. Oh, ew. How did that happen? When did that happen? Oh, when I pasted the stuff back in? It does that sometimes. I hate when it does that. It's so annoying. So sometimes when I paste the line art back in, it will just fill a random part of the illustration on the frame with a random color that isn't supposed to be there. One of the colors on the board, it'll randomly just select and fill it with that, and it's very annoying. As you can imagine, it's ruined quite a few pieces of work that way. And Cry Glitch, I'm back with sad news. Oh no. Why sad news? Is everything okay? Are you okay? Hope you're okay. And Uzi, oh no, what's wrong, Cry? Brawl Stars Miku isn't official. Oh no. So she can't get in the video. Brawl Stars Miku needs to be avenged. At least this one made it in. Yay. Sorry. I mean, if she was a meme and a shared meme, depending on that, I could also potentially safely include her. It's like Brazilian Miku is a meme at the minute. Somebody was like, I can't remember what triggered it, but Brazilian Miku was designed by somebody and it triggered a trend of people going, cool, insert my culture, but it's Miku. And you get it's a really wholesome trend. And it's a mixture of people will look up and study like traditional items of clothing for their country and stuff for it. Or you'll get sometimes you get the more contemporary side. So it's like someone did a Northern Ireland themed Miku. But she was in like her Adidas and stuff. And then I think there was like a Jersey Miku, but then a lot of them are also like saying like traditional clothing. Someone went as far as to do a deconstructed Miku. I think they went a bit wild. And part of me was like, do I include Brazilian Miku? I mean, she's a meme now, so in theory I could, but at the same time, she does belong to someone. Write at them on Twitter and be like, hey, can I draw your Miku? Can I include your girl? Okay, the grey in her clips need doing. She actually looks a lot better now she's coloured. You know, I was putting this one off because I was worried she just looked bad. But I think she looks pretty good now she's finished. I think I'll do some more detail on the hair. Because the hair's a bit flat. Oh, and the face needs shading. I was putting this one off because I wasn't confident in her. That's what I get for not being confident in Miku. How could I? I should never lose confidence. I'm sorry, Miku. I'll never lose confidence in you again. Cry Glitch, what if you wear your Miku bag to school and start a trend and everyone wears their Miku bags? Also, Uzi, is Adobe Animate free? Unfortunately, it is not. If you are a student, you can get free versions as a student sometimes from your school, and you can definitely get discounts. I think with a student discount, you can get it for like 20. But there is a lot of free animation and art software out there. A good one I would recommend starting with would be Clip. It is on your phone. You can pay to unlock extra features, but you can also just do normal like, or I should do like a McDonald's M in a air, shouldn't I? Um, yeah, you get. I think without paying with Clip, you can try animation for free. It's got 3 layers, lots of different colors, lots of different brushes. and you can install it on a tablet or mobile device. I have it on my phone currently. I've been messing around on it a little bit. And Uzi, is there a Korean Miku? Possibly. And also, Uzi, my school doesn't do that. There's a chance your school might. Does your school give you your own school email address? So do not share anything in chat. Don't post anything about the details of it. But does your school give every student a personal private email so that when you log into, say, the computer lab, you put your usually it's like your name at your school and then your AC or something like that. And then you get to set your own password, because if you get something like that, I think that can be used because it's a school email. You can use that to get Adobe Animate at a heavy discount and get it for like 20. And then what you do when the student discount wears off is you just contact them and say, "Hey, I can't afford it at these prices. Can I get it at a better price like this again? Else I'm gonna have to swap software." And then usually they can help you get a price that you can actually afford. I'm putting McDonald's M's in her hair for the little highlight instead because totally not big brain. And Mac, even though I want to talk about Ryan, I can't since I'm god asleep. Oh, you can always talk about Ryan in the Discord later. It's always interesting to hear more OC facts. So it's just like Ryan's got like quite a lot of interesting lore. And this one's just gonna be a swirl. She's just got all the little M's. They look like they're swirls until you focus on them. It's kind of funny. Uzi, I'm an online schooler though. It doesn't matter if you've got a school email address for you to use, like a personal school email address, that might still work for you. Even if it's just an online school, if they provided you with a school content address, it might work. If you haven't got a school email for it, then might be difficult. If you're homeschooled, I believe the if your parents were to contact them, like there's a help center, and if your parents or whoever or guardians, whoever's in charge of the homeschooling, is to contact Adobe and say, "Hey, I do homeschooling. I want access to your software via the schooling system. What do I need to do?" They'd be able to give them instructions to try and get it that way. Because I don't see why homeschooling wouldn't be able to get them. Because there are certain structures to homeschooling as well, usually. Or at least I'm thinking with the UK in mind. Uzi, online schooler in fourth grade. If the school provides you, try also, you could, does your school have a contact number you can call for inquiries or an email inquiry? You could also try emailing your school to ask them if they can help you get the software. Because sometimes the school will just give you a login too. So if you can get your parents to try emailing the school to ask them if they have access to Adobe services or Adobe Animate, if it's just Adobe Animate you want, there's a chance they might be able to help you with a login. Because Adobe does usually offer cheaper services to schools. See, it did the thing again where I copied the line art and it decided to change the color of a foot. Bro, I don't. It did it to the other shoe! No! I don't want random. No! Did you do it again? Did it to the. Stop! It's done it to the arm now. Right. Anywhere else? Anywhere else? Am I just chasing? I'm just chasing parts at this rate. Uzi, I don't think so. Okay, we've got another cursed Miku. Do we have any more cursed Mikus? I mean, does My Little Pony Miku count as a cursed Miku? I'm gonna say My Little Pony Miku and Bacterial Contamination Miku are probably kind of cursed, the pair of them. Tuni's Miku, I really do want to draw that hair though. Should I put another poll in chat and we can pick between them? Also, hello Mochi Stars Arts, how are you doing? We're doing cursed Hatsune Mikus today. I think we've done Mikudayo, McDonald's Miku. I did some of the Automaton. Last stream was also a lot of cursed Miku, so it was quite great. So I'm going to put a poll up real quick to see if you want to do the My Little Pony Miku or the Bacterial Contamination Miku. Wow, Bacterial Contamination Miku was almost a maximum character letter poll thing. Oh, you got a little Jirachi. You know what? Should we colour the Jirachi while I'm waiting for numbers on the poll? It is cute. Oh, actually, maybe I should save as well. I've not done that in a while. File and save. Big brain. Jcrow, read my message. I've got message retracted. Oh, by the way, I found a meme Miku from Brawl Stars. It's not an OC. Can I send it to Discord? Yeah, send it over. And Mochi Stars Arts, I'm doing good. Nice. How is the art going, Mochi Stars? Matt, Miku bag is mine, not cry glitches. Oh, sorry, I misspoke. I know it's yours. Mochi Stars. MLP Miku. Yes. There's a My Little Pony Asuna Miku that might be. If it wins the poll, I'll be checking soon. That poll won't be up for too long. Because obviously we want to keep drawing. But there was a My Little Pony figure collaboration a while ago where people originally did My Little Pony characters with their humanoid versions of themselves. It's like a Gajinka, the type like a humanoid anthropomorphized version of a non-human thing. But anyway, I think it was from the success of Equestria Girls. And after a while, for some reason, they were like, okay, so we're going to do these figures, and it's going to be like the main six and all that as a human anime with their cute little ponies. Yes, very cute figure series. And then somewhere along the line, they were like, hey, do you remember them figures we did? What if we did the same, but Miku pony? Question mark. What's an Miku pony? Anybody? Yes? No? Yes? Yes? Okay, let's do it. Like, I'm not complaining, they're cute, but it's just kind of a weird jump, I think. I didn't expect it. Also, Uzi, me got a big house. Nice. Are you moving house? Are you on a holiday to a big house? Or are you just breaking and entering a big house? Definitely breaking and entering big house. Oh, this is cute. I can't color in its other kind of scarf bit yet because it's being overlapped by something. Once I've colored in this part of the Jirachi, I'm going to check the poll. So if you have strong feelings as to whether we should do My Little Pony Miku next or whether we should do the Bacterial Contamination Miku last, you still have time. But hey, I hope you enjoyed your car journey there, Uzi. Whee! Okay, I'm gonna put a shine on its head too. You know, recently I started buying a bunch of I started getting a bunch of opportunities to find some really cute Jirachi merch, and Jirachi is one of Squeaky Clean's favorite Pokemon. So Jirachi is the character I'm coloring in currently, by the way. It's for the Pokemon collaboration Steel Miku. So yeah, I was buying some Jirachi merch for Squeaky. I ended up with a Pokemon Center plushie with it and some card sleeves that were like had minias as well. They were really shiny, really pretty. And I got a really pretty artist pin, like an enamel pin an artist had made. And I just ended up getting such a collection of pretty Jirachi themed merchandise that I sat there and I was like, these are all going to be for his birthday. But each time one arrived in the mail, I was like, no, I'm too excited. Here you go. I mean, his birthday isn't until November, so I'd gotten them super early anyway, and I was like, treat, here you go, present. And then after I was done, it was just always Jirachi themed, coincidentally. And I was kind of sat there thinking, I could have given you a whole Jirachi themed birthday party if I'd have just kept these. Yeah, this looks way cuter with the rounder eye. The other eye just wasn't giving. Oh, now it looks a bit soulless, actually. Not as soulless as that. Yikes. Mark, my request soon. Bacterial contamination. Oh, you requested that one. Is a high quality request. Who's winning in the poll? Okay, that's the Jirachi is coloured. Oh, bacterial contamination Miku. 67%, 33% on My Little Pony Miku. 6 votes. Also, thank you for the likes on the video. I just saw them. They've gone up again. Sorry, I was stretching as I said that, so my voice went weird. Vampixes? There's several ways I could pronounce that. Vampixes, vampires. Technically, sometimes an X and a Z can be a sh sound, so it could also be vampish, technically. Mochi Stars, I'm gonna put you on the big screen since I had to do a redesign of Disney's Wish video part 2 where I get to draw King Magnifico and Queen Amaya. So you're drawing the king and queen from Wish recently? Okay. And Cry Glitch, Uzi, I envy you. I live in an apartment with almost no privacy and loud neighbors. Yeah, I know. I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat. How you doing, vampire? Vampix? How do you want me to say it? There's so many different ways. Bacterial contamination Miku did win. So we're going with more cursed Miku. I think the MLP one is nearby as well there. So she's kind of like this. She's like, this is my horse. Oh, that was really cute, actually. The Pokemon ones are so detailed. I say as I move over to contamination as if it's not. Okay, so I want to move this reference so she's not covering up what we're working with. Okay, where shall we start? There's a lot of places to start here. Like a lot. I'm gonna assume the face. I'm gonna let face? Face and head. You know the bug on her hair has a name, right? And yes, I've already sorry, yes, it's my part on redesigning Disney's Wish. I did Asher and Star, and so many people voted for the King and Queen. Fair. I've seen quite a few redesigns on redesigning Wish on TikTok. I've seen a lot of people doing that one. But I know one recently, it was there was a problem with whitewashing. Sorry, I was laughing at the little bug over here. You know this little bug has a name. It's her pet. This little bug is canologically her pet. It has a name. more little bugs like that. I think they're silverfish. More of them appear during the animation, right? But the one that is on her head is kind of logically her pet. Like it's meant to be her pet. Also, I am aware for those wondering that the details on this are simplified. It's because I wanted to keep as many of the details as possible, but it is also a Miku 100 Miku, and the style is a bit more simplistic. So I try to keep as many details as possible when drawing the characters. Like some of them are really detailed, but they're obviously not the full level of detail they could have. And I was drawing that on the wrong layer, so I'm just gonna copy that down. Oh, it's Vampire It's. Okay. You know what I was saying where I was like, I'm aware that the X and the Z can be pronounced in different ways, like sh noises. So I'm suspicious it could be one of those. You've got the k noise. Okay. And Vampire X. I drew my Roblox avatar and something else, I think. Have you posted them? Are they new posts? I can go check. Vampire X posts on Twitter. Okay. Hey Mark, how would Ryan interact with Contamination Miku? Miku is also, I think one of the ways the songs is interpreted is it's bullying that's gotten to the point where she's taken the bullying to heart. And then in the end of the song, she starts acting out too. So she starts kind of spitting back that venom at people. So it's tainted her heart. Cry glitch. Miss J. Johnson Pigeon, check the Cursed Miku on Discord right now. Meow, please. Okie dokie. To Discord. The Discord link is in the description for those curious. Ka-chow. That's the wrong Discord server. That's not mine. I was like, I don't remember having a channel called Entrance. My intro channel, I have an introduce and promote channel, but it's yeah. Oh my god, she's a little cactus. Spikune Miku, she reminds me of Togemon. I love her. Is she from a thing or is it just a Miku someone's designed? Matt, imagine if there's such a thing as a Disney themed Miku. There's Fairy Tale Miku, if that counts. I don't know if there's Disney specific crossovers for Miku that are like official collaborations, but there is a series of Fairy Tale Mikus, like a Red Riding Hood and Cinderella are popular ones. I think Red Riding no, not Red Riding Hood, sorry, Cinderella Miku is actually in this project somewhere. She's closer to the beginning, I think. Okay, we're going for the hair next. I'm starting off with the bigger features that are more simple because they go behind all the detail. So if I start with the larger details and then get smaller with smaller with said details, I think it's going to make more sense and help keep the drawing tidier as we're going along. I'll do a redesigning Hatsune Miku video. Plot twist, I changed nothing. It's just me staring at the screen going, why do you think Miku needs a redesign? What have you got against Miku? I will now change the video last minute to instead a video essay on why Hatsune Miku is, in fact, perfect. Can you imagine? It's like, why did you click the video? That's all it is. It's redesigning Hatsune Miku, and then when you click on it, it's just like kind of sat there looking at the camera, just Why did you click on the video? Why did you do that? What do you mean redesigning? You know. I know somebody has mentioned in the chat before that I should hide a Jcrow themed character though, a Jcrow themed Miku. Seems like I did animate it all. I was like, that could be cute. So it's like a Miku, but she's dressed as like, I don't know, Eden or Colby would be the example of that. Mac, he would love the way she looks overall. Favorite Miku. See, I thought so. Like, I feel like he'd feel more represented. You know, we were talking about earlier the concept of people making Miku sonas, and I was like, feel like Ryan would feel represented by this one. No particular reason. He'd feel seen. Cry Glitch. Basically, it's a fusion between Spike, Brawl Stars character, and Miku. Okay. I like Spike. Spike is probably my favorite Brawl Stars character now. I am biased because I am so biased to characters that look like that. It's like I really like Coco in Animal Crossing. Coco's face looks like this. Coconut. I really like Togemon. The Togemon line in Digimon. Togemon is a cactus with fists. Its face looks like this. There's a theme. The hollow face look. I don't know. And then I've got like the wood nerd. Like the wooden cat thing with antlers, the sprite. And what kind of face does he have? What do they look like? Sadly, Spike is mute. Oh no! How will Spike Sune Miku sing? They could be like the interpreter. I know some artists have started getting interpreters at the concerts for people that are hard of hearing. And they'll sign along to the song and the music. And it's almost a performance in and of itself because I've seen some interpreters also dancing while signing the songs. And that's insane. So they're doing the coordination double time there. Really, really impressive. Mac, yeah, he would, and his ego would be boosted more because so many people like her. That's true. She even has figures. Like, people think she's cool. Anyone who was a fan of Bacterial Contamination Miku, I feel like would probably be a fan in universe as well as of Ryan if they were to meet him. Because spooky bug character, what? And Mochi, I love your art style. I might make fan art. Oh, thank you. Is it the art style you're seeing currently? I do not own these Mikus currently. A lot of my work is OC work. Ooh. Okay, cute. I know I would like to check out your redesign videos at some point though. I'm curious. I'm always curious to see Wish redesigns because I remember when I watched Wish, I was quite underwhelmed personally. I watched it recently, not rewatched it. I watched it for the first time and it was recently, and even now I'm kind of like the designs were just, especially the main character Asha. I think she was just very simple. She's very plainly designed. When you look at other characters, they stand out more. I understand a lot of people compare the character as well to Isabella. Some people even go as far as to assume that Disney did it on purpose to sell old Isabella merch. And it's like, I do think they could have done more with her. Vampire Ricks, check the poster, Crow. Okie dokie. I'll do the thing. Thank you for reminding me. Sorry. Duolingo. There's a lot of Brawl Stars characters that got a fusion with Miku. Some Mikus and others. Are you curious for me to send them to your chat? Maybe. You can send them. Links won't show in this chat. If you want to send links or images directly, I'd say send them on Discord. If you want to just name the characters off in chat, you can name them, but links won't work in YouTube chat. Okay, she's looking pretty solid. It's just going to be a case of ooh, the robot eye though. I might do something different for the eye for the robot eye. It's definitely going to be a case of I'm going to press play on the animation. We'll just hide the references, set up a loop, and whilst I go and check Vampirex's Twitter real quick. In fact, I probably can actually. Probably could check Mochi Star as well. Sneaky beaky, sneaky beaky. Because I can just click on you, can't I? Ah, what's it doing? I just click. And then I can see channels. Moji, also the personalities that act like bots. Yeah. Some of them are, it's just really flat. And then some of the wishes were so flat as well. It was just all flat. Someone's gone at that movie with a rolling pin. It's a complete rolling pin. Everything flat. Let's see videos. Okay, Twitter. I know it's called X, but X is such a dumb name. I'm not calling it a letter. We'll die on this hill. It's a boring name for a website. If I say to people, "Oh, do you have X?" People don't know what I'm on about half the time. No one gets it. If I say, "Have you got Twitter?" People know what I mean. Oh, I like the new OC. Oh, that's so cute. The little. Oh, yeah, because they're your Roblox avatar. Oh, I was just scrolling through the images. I was like, oh, yeah, you said it was a Roblox, didn't you? Oh, they got a big bow on the back, too. They're really cute. I like them. I like the little, so you know the little bit on the hair Vampirix where it's got the two circles and the little bit of fluff beneath it? Kind of looks like this little face in the character's hair, and I think that's adorable. It's like it's peeking. And Mochi says, yeah, my first redesign video of Disney Wish got 1K. That's because a lot of Wish just wants a redesign, really. Yeah, and I remember when Wish was being advertised and people were speculating it was an AI generated film. And I don't think the release helped them. I know one of the examples was the backgrounds, and Disney tried saying that the reason the backgrounds are so wonky is because it's low res because it's an ad. And one, nah, come on. We know that's not true. Because how many adverts do you see all the time where you have to pause and go, wow, the quality here is terrible? And it's like if normal ads can handle it, a Disney ad definitely can. But I remember being like, okay, so I'm gonna keep it in mind that on Twitter and stuff, they insisted. But the reason it was so low resolution is because of advertising. I remember looking at it and going, nope, still sucks. It integrated so poorly. The watercolor backgrounds and the 3D animation, it was too separated from one another. So, like, it's like in old cartoons, if you go and watch the old Scooby-Doo, and you've got this scene where you've got a character going, oh no, which book on the shelf is the one that triggers the secret trapdoor? And you, the audience, you look and go, well, obviously it's going to be that book, isn't it? Because it looks different to all the other books. And then they go and touch and interact with that book, and it does the thing. And that's because the backgrounds are animated traditionally with usually a painted or drawn background with paints for cell shade painting. That's where cell shading comes from. You're painting on the cell. Um, And yes, so it's like an acrylic painted object that's simplified for animation to be redrawn and all that. And you can see exactly where it's going to be. And it felt like that watching the movie. Squeaky Clean at several points was like, watch now, she's about to pick up the book. Watch, she's going to touch that glass. And that's exactly what she would do. Uzi, I can play Rises the Moon on the ukulele. Really? That's so pretty. What? So impressive. Uzi, play us all a song, quick. Uzi just like spawns in chat, just materializes, starts playing music through it. That'd be really impressive. I wouldn't even be mad. Mark, might redesign Ryan to be spookier. Are you gonna take some inspiration from Bacterial Contamination? I know you mentioned recently that you did want to redesign him. Did you start those redesigns at all? Or is it still just fueling into that urge to do the redesign in general? Would you give him a pet bug on their head? Vampire X. Also, it's my oldest brother's birthday. Oh, happy birthday to your oldest brother. Did your oldest brother get a house for his birthday? Because that's pretty wild. If you're getting houses for your birthday, can I be adopted? Because, damn. Kidding. Unless. Free house. Okay, what should we do next? Maybe the t-shirt might be a good start. I'd say the t-shirt or the arms here. You know what? The fact that this went up against My Little Pony in the polls, I just want to point out for a moment some appreciation for the stylistic differences and the whole theme difference between this Miku and a My Little Pony Miku. Just the aesthetic differences between the two, and the horror, and then the cutesy. Some appreciation for that one. Right, is the skirt also in the gray? No, it's a darker color. It also needs to be thicker line art. Why is that line art so thin? Oh, it's thin because I started on the interior, but the exterior lines here need to be thicker. So the interior part's okay being thin. This is what I mean where I was like, this is a very detailed Miku, so I'm gonna have to make sure I just slow down a little bit when doing different parts of her to make sure I get the details coherent and correct. Whoops, there goes the pen. Cry glitch, go and check all the cursed Mikus you sent. Let's see. Oh wait, the robot one's kind of cute. Oh wait, they're kind of cute. El Hatsune Primo, pretty good. I like the beefy Miku. Hatsune Miko. Miko's a bit quite cursed. But is it Laurie or Laurai? They're pretty cute actually. But my favorite is Spikuni Miku. No one's requested Seraphim in the Ring either. That's a pretty good Miku. What's it called? I think it is called Seraphim in the Ring. You'd be able to find it under Cutie Angels too, though, probably. These spiky collar. Nope, it's a smooth collar. Mark, I'm going to give him 4 arms and maybe play with the horns or maybe even remove them because he will get antennae. Okay. Vampire X, I got my brother a Miku shirt. That is peak gift. Spoiling him. You're spoiling your brother. Amazing gifts. Genuinely, that is a cute gift though. Slay. Only the best siblings gift the Hatsune Miku t-shirts. Can't remember the last time I made that joke because I think it was something to do with Stitch. And it was like, only the best gifts are four-armed Disney Stitch. Yeah, I think it was four-armed Disney Stitches because Stitch never has all four of his arms out in merch. He always has the two. So I was making a joke that only they're only reserved for the best quality of Stitch. Speaking of Stitch, I found a Disney controversy today. Um, Apparently during Stitch's release, they they did the Cinderella card theme on it, where Stitch agreed the whole thing. Like he TP'd it, and apparently people were genuinely angry at Disney for doing so because everyone had the attitude of, imagine that you save up all the money to go to Disneyland and you get there, and when you're pulling up at the castle, you see this, and it just said like Stitch was here on the door, and it was TP'd, and I was like, I think I'd laugh actually. For listen, I have a sense of humor. I can see why some people might be mad if their whole visit depended on the concept of taking pictures at the castle, I guess. Vampire X, his GF loves Miku. He might give it to his GF because he doesn't like her. What? But here's the thing: if his girlfriend likes Miku, right, then he wears the Miku shirt, and then she'll think that he's even cooler because he's got a Miku shirt. So yeah, that. Be like, yeah, my boyfriend's cool, and your boyfriend, he got Hatsune Miku shirt. And she'll be able to make brags and be like, yee, Miku drip. You know, I don't think I have much Miku merch, personally. I do have a figure that got broke in the mail, unfortunately. So basically, your figures come in the box. I still love her. Squeaky got me a Hatsune Miku. Yay! They drop kicked the box on delivery. Ooh. And when I opened her, her arm got stuck and broke. So I have a disability pride Miku, basically. Amputee pride Miku. So I could have glued it back on, but it was like, I mean, with all the variants of Hatsune Miku that exist, I kind of prefer the one-armed Miku. Because with all the variants that exist, it's kind of canon. It's canon somewhere. Um, but yeah, Mark, full eyes. That sounds pretty cool too, Mark. Mochi, for some reason, the company basically rushed Disney's Wish, so that's why it looks unfinished. Yeah, that checks out. It's even more annoying when the bigger companies rush and underpay and cut corners because you're sat there like you literally have all the money. It's that case of your greed is showing, and it's not a good look on anyone, even you, Disney. When it's like, oh yeah, let's just rush this project out. Even if that's their excuse, it's not an excuse because it's like, yeah, it looks bad because you rushed it. Why? It's not like Disney's running out of money and they need this project to get out there so quick and make them some more money because they're gonna go under and they'll never animate again. And it's like, no. I'm pretty sure Disney could go an entire year, probably even more than a year, without producing a single extra piece of new content. They could go silent for well over a year and just keep running what they're running. So like keep Disney Plus active and stuff. Just don't do anything new. Not even a remake. And I still don't think they'd make a loss that year. They've got too much of a monopoly to make a loss, even if they just didn't do anything for a year. Because it's not just Disney classics like the cartoons you'd be thinking of. Disney owns all the other brands too, like Star Wars, and they own even more than just Star Wars and other big names like Marvel. They've also just bought out things like Fox and other companies that make uh TV content. They've got a lot. So they really don't have an excuse to rush something out of production just to make a quick buck because I don't think there's much Disney could do to not make money. I think we've had this conversation before where I've gone, what could Disney possibly do that would make everyone just drop their product and make them go bankrupt? Because I think I was saying, what could possibly happen at this point that could actually make Disney go bankrupt? Because I think I was at the point where I was like, I don't think it's popular for them to go bankrupt at this point. And the ultimate theory for it was they'd have to do something that just makes everyone drop their product. But even then, this Miku's looking pretty good actually. I don't think they could do anything that make everyone drop their products. They just have too much of a monopoly. They have too much stuff to do it. Cry glitch, the live is ending soon. Oh no. No more Mikus. And Mochi, question, do you have an Instagram? I do have an Instagram. I'm the Jcrow on Instagram as well. Oh, her left arm over here is skeletal. That's interesting. I don't remember seeing a skeletal arm at all. I'm going to keep with the mechanical one. Yeah, I am the Jcrow on Instagram. I do have a link tree in the description that has all my social medias linked there. I have been meaning to get back on Instagram and actually post some of my work, but Instagram recently did this thing where they changed it so they can use your work to train AI, and that hasn't really encouraged me to get back on Instagram. I stopped using it when I got really sick. Well, that's because I stopped every social media. But yes, Instagram recently updated their terms and conditions to say that they're allowed to use your posts to train their AI services, including your art. It's like, not sure how I feel about that. At this rate, it feels almost impossible to prevent AI taking your stuff because of how eager everyone is. Well, not everyone, but how eager a minority of people are to steal it and throw it in an AI generator. Well, that doesn't mean I have to, go out my way to help encourage it. But yeah, Mochi Stara's arts, my YouTube shorts and YouTube community posts. YouTube community posts is mostly update stuff, like behind the scenes. But my YouTube shorts has my most recent work in it. However, if you do visit Instagram, I suppose there's some comics there. But all my animations are here anyway. Or at least a lot of them. A lot of stuff I've just not published and I just have. Miku's looking pretty cool. She's going to be tricky to color, isn't she? But she looks cool. Let me see. Paste in place. I do still have all my old work on Instagram. Um, Craiglet, are you going to draw one of my requests? Are they the ones that, by request, you mean the ones that you've posted in Discord, right? I will add them. I will add one of them, at least. They are pretty fun. I will give you no hints as to which one I add. It'll be probably the one that I have a design preference bias for. The one with the face that just goes, oh. And Vampirics, I use AI disturbance. I don't know if that will work for stuff like that. AI disturbance is a good move to take. It's just one way that artists can protect their work just that little bit more, which is obviously better than not at all. We shouldn't have to use things like AI disturbance to begin with, but obviously we're past that conversation. Well, AI disturbance filters are pretty good because AI doesn't see the way the humans traditionally see. AI doesn't have the ability to look the way we can look at things. AI reads things kind of like scanning it. So if you imagine the AI machine like a big scanner, and it'll scan the information, it'll put all those information into a code and go, right, so I know that the green's here, and like let's say we're going with a black line art style, right? And it goes, oh well, I know where the black is, I know where the color goes, so I'm gonna produce it like this question. And it'll give you something, and then people will instruct it to make it better or worse. It can't look and see, it can't reference your art the way that you would reference, say, my art if you were drawing Eden. A little bit different. So that AI disturbance basically blurs the lines here. So it wouldn't be able to look and crisply see and go, right, well, here's the hand, here's the face, because I'm scanning it and I'm detecting where the line and the pixels are changing color and blah, blah, blah. But with AI disturbance, it kind of jots it. It makes the pixels so blended in a way. So basically, you put the filter on, you lower the opacity, you apply it. It's kind of like a green texture, and it just makes it that bit more tricky for the AI to scan your work and make something else out of it. It's my best way at trying to describe it on the spot. Craiglitch, Spike is such a silly cactus. He's the mascot of Brawl Stars and he's very loved. He even got into the community tier list as top crusher brawlers. What? Good. I'm team Spike. Easy. I am very biased to those character designs. I don't know why. Do you look like a coconut? Amazing. 10 out of 10. That's how my brain goes. It reminds me when I was picking characters to attack for Art Fight, and I was like, I'm starting to notice a preference in character designs and who I would pick to attack. Like, wow, a shark hoodie, approved. Spooky eyes in spooky places, approved. Interesting hands, approved. Wings, approved. And then after a while, I was like, hang on, that's like the third shark hoodie I've added to my bookmarks. I should probably start picking characters that are a bit different. Um, Uzi, we have 2 minutes left. Oh no, you don't have 2 minutes left. You have exactly no minutes left, apparently. And Vampires, that's one of the many reasons I like and use IBS Paint. Nice. So this Miku's actually coming along pretty well. I was a little bit nervous about this one looking good as well because she's got a lot going on, but I think with enough line art variant and color changes, she's actually coming along pretty well. I was concerned, but I'm less concerned now because she seems to be working. Anyway, thank you all for joining the stream. Um, Shout out to everyone that we've had in chat today. I appreciate you all for being here. Love talking to everyone. So I've got Uzi, Cryglitch, Vampire X, Mochi Stars Arts. It was great to see you again. Good luck with your new video that you're working on. And Mac, it was also fun to see you. Random Slimer, you probably still can't hear us. I know you were saying that you couldn't hear us earlier, but shout out to you. Nisty came by to say hi. Squeaky Clean, Astra Blaze. My throat hurts. I need a drink. Think there might have been somebody else as well earlier in the stream. Unless I'm just thinking of Squeaky Clean again. But yes, thank you. The streaming schedule is Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. UK time, depending on where you're from. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Have a great day or sweet dreams. Bye bye.